My beloved child, a decision has been established by me for you in heaven. And today I want you to listen carefully because this concerns your very life, the time and the journey you are walking on this earth. First, there is something profoundly important that you need to understand. Your life is not measured by the length of years, but by the way you live. You could live a full century, but if you do not walk in the light of my will, those days will be nothing more than leaves drifting aimlessly through the stream of time. But if you live fully in the mission I have placed in your heart, even if your life is short by human standards, your light will shine brightly like a lamp that never extinguishes, illuminating and leaving an indelible mark on the hearts of mankind. Do not count each day with worry or fear, for the value of your life does not lie in its length, but in the legacy you leave behind, the goodness you sow along your journey. The time you have on this earth is a priceless gift, and I desire for you to recognize its value. I did not place you in this life merely to exist, but to live a life of meaning, to become a light that reflects my love and glory to the world. Each passing day is an opportunity for you to step closer to the purpose I have ordained for you, and I long for you to use this gift of time wisely and fully. Do you remember the story of David? When he was just a shepherd boy in the fields, no one thought David would become the king of Israel. But I saw David's heart, a heart aligned with my will. David did not wait until he became king to live with purpose. From his youth, he lived with trust and faithfulness towards me. It was his faithfulness in the small things that paved the way for him to step into greater missions. So too with you, my beloved child. Do not wait to live a meaningful life. Begin today with the smallest of actions, every word and every thought. My beloved child, do not measure your life merely by what your eyes see or your ears hear. Do not let temporary failures or momentary difficulties make you doubt your worth or my plans. I chose you before you were born, and I never make mistakes in my choices. You are not a coincidence in this universe. You are a part of my grand design, an irreplaceable piece in the masterpiece I am painting for the world. Do you remember my words in the book of Psalms? Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. I want you to live each day as if it were your last gift, because when you live with that awareness, you will cherish every moment and use it to glorify my name. My beloved child, I do not merely desire for you to live long. I desire for you to live fully. Your time on this earth is not just for survival, but to fulfill the mission I have entrusted to you. When you walk in my will, your life will become a living testimony of my love, faithfulness, and power. My beloved child, I see clearly every emotion within your heart, the quiet fears that creep into your mind whenever you reflect on time and your journey in this world. I hear the questions you whisper in the stillness of long nights when you wonder, how much time do I have left? Does this life hold any meaning? Will I leave any mark behind, or am I just a faint presence in the flow of time? These questions rise like waves within you, leaving you feeling confused and at times weary. But my beloved child, I want you to know that I not only see these worries, but I also embrace them within my love. I understand your fear of time's limits because you are human and you feel the fragility of life deeply. However, I do not want you to let these fears control your heart and mind. The time you have on this earth is not meant to be spent in worry or regret, but to live each moment fully with faith and hope. The enemy of your soul will try to use these very fears to distract you, to pull you away from the path I have laid out for you. He wants you to be preoccupied with things beyond your control, to immerse you in fear of the future and the unknown. He whispers in your ear that you are not enough, that your life makes no difference, that all your efforts are in vain. But I say to you today, be silent before those lies, for they are not the truth about you. I tell you this, every day of your life has been inscribed in my hand. I am the one who has held each of your moments even before you were born. Before you let out your first cry, I knew what you would face, and I had already placed a good plan for your life. You are not an accident, and every day you live holds meaning, whether you realize it or not. My beloved child, time is not something for you to fear, but a gift for you to cherish. Instead of worrying about how much time you have left, ask me, Lord, what can I do today to honor you? How can I love and serve this world today? When you focus on living each day with purpose and love, the fear of time will fade, and you will find peace in every moment. Remember, I do not measure your life by the length of your years, but by the depth of love, faith, and obedience you offer to me. Even the smallest acts, when done with a sincere heart, can create great impact in my kingdom. You do not need to accomplish grand things by the world's standards for your life to have meaning. What matters is that you live true to the mission I have entrusted to you. Do you remember the story of the widow in the Bible? She had only 2 small coins to offer at the temple, and compared to the wealthy, it seemed like nothing. But Jesus saw her heart and said, "This woman has given more than all the others, for she gave all she had." You see, what I look at is not the amount or scale of your actions, but the heart and intention behind everything you do. Instead of focusing on the fear of what is yet to come, focus on living fully each day that I have given you. Love others with the love I have placed in your heart. Use the talents and abilities I have bestowed upon you to serve and glorify me. Every act of love, every word of encouragement, every moment you spend helping others holds immeasurable value in my eyes. My beloved child, even when the world tries in every way to make you lose your way, even when the noise of life attempts to drown out the sacred calling within your heart, I want you to remember that you were not created by chance, but for a divine purpose that only you can fulfill. No one else can walk the path I have set for you are unique in my eyes, a wondrous creation molded by the love and wisdom of the Creator. I know well the challenges you face each day, the moments you feel weary under unnamed pressures, the times when doubt creeps into your mind, causing you to wonder, am I truly on the right path? Do I have the strength to fulfill this mission? But, my beloved child, I tell you today, you are exactly where you need to be. There are no mistakes on your journey, and not a single step is meaningless or random. Everything is part of the perfect plan I have laid out for you. Do you remember the story of Moses? He once felt unworthy and incapable of leading the Israelites out of Egypt. He even said to me, "Lord, I am not eloquent. Please send someone else." But I chose Moses not because he was perfect, but because I saw his potential and his faithful heart. Likewise, I have chosen you not because you are perfect, but because I know you can become the person I have destined you to be. I am molding you, refining you through each trial and hardship you face. Just as gold must go through fire to become pure, your soul must be shaped through difficulties to grow stronger and shine brighter. I know there are times you feel battered by the storms of life, but remember, I do not let you go through this in vain. Every challenge is an opportunity for you to learn, to grow, and to draw closer to the person I know you will become. My beloved child, when you feel lost or doubt yourself, remember that nothing in your life is meaningless. Every decision, every turn you have taken has led you to this very moment. Even your failures and mistakes are not outside of my plan, for I can turn all that seems negative into tools to build you up. I do not require you to be perfect from the start. I only ask for your faithfulness and your willingness to be led by me. Do you know that even in your weakest moments, I am still at work within you? I am not only present when you are strong and confident, but I am especially close to you in the moments when you feel weak and vulnerable. I am not just the one who watches from above. I am the one who stands right beside you, holding your hand and whispering in your ear, "You are not alone. I am here." My beloved child, do not let doubts dim the light within you. I have placed dreams, talents, and desires in you not for them to be buried by fear, but for them to be discovered and nurtured according to my plan. Every time you feel you are not good enough, remember that I am the one who chose you before the foundation of the world, and I never make a mistake in my choice. My beloved child, wherever you are on your journey, know that I am guiding you every step of the way. Even when you do not fully understand why you must endure the present hardships, trust that I am using every circumstance to prepare you for greater things. Each challenge is a stepping stone, each tear a step closer to the perfection I have destined for you. I know there are days when you wake up with a heavy heart, when the burdens of life seem too much to bear. But my child, do not forget that I am here to uphold you. Come to me when you are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. I do not promise that the road will always be smooth, but I promise that you will never have to walk it alone. Do you remember my words in Isaiah? When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. When you pass through the rivers, they will not sweep over you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned, and the flames will not set you ablaze. This promise is not just for those in the scriptures, it is for you right now. I am the faithful one, and I will never forsake you. My beloved child, in the moments when your soul grows weary, when the shadows of doubt and fear cloud your heart, I want you to remember that your worth does not depend on what the world says about you, nor on the mistakes or failures you have faced. Your value comes from the very one who created you, me. I formed you from the dust with infinite love, breathed the breath of life into you, and placed within you a sacred purpose that no one else can fulfill. Do not let the enemy deceive you into believing that your life is meaningless or without value. He will whisper in your ear that your efforts are in vain, that you are not good enough, not strong enough to make a difference. But today, I declare to you, you are a precious gem in my eyes, a light I have kindled in this dark world. Your life is not only meaningful, but it carries the power to impact and transform the lives of others. You were created for this time, for this very moment in which you live. Not a minute earlier or later. I ordained the time of your arrival in this world because I knew you would be the answer to the needs of your generation. Every act of kindness you perform, no matter how small, brings light to hearts submerged in darkness. Every word of encouragement you speak, even if it seems simple, could be the last spark of hope for someone standing on the edge of despair. Oh, my beloved child, never doubt the impact you are making even when it is not immediately visible to you. Every moment you choose patience over anger, every time you decide to love instead of harboring resentment, you are building my kingdom on this earth. You are the vessel that carries my love, and through you, I am reaching the hearts of others. Others may not recognize it right away, but I see every action, every word, every thought of yours, and none of them are ever in vain. Do you remember the story of the woman who came to the temple and offered 2 small coins? The world saw that act and thought it insignificant, but Jesus saw her sincere heart and honored her sacrifice. In the same way, I look into your heart, at the motives behind your actions, and I see them shining brighter than anything the world could ever imagine. My beloved child, I want to remind you of the importance of time. Time is the most precious gift I have given you, and it passes more quickly than you realize. Every moment is a treasure, and I long for you to cherish each one as if it were the last gift you will receive. Do not waste time in fear, worry, or doubt. Do not let these precious moments slip away in despair, for I have given you the strength to make the most of each day. You are not here by accident. Your life is not the result of a random sequence of events, but a divine appointment I have planned from eternity. I have designed your life with purpose, and every detail of your journey carries deep meaning. Each day you wake up is a new opportunity to live for me, to draw closer to the mission I have placed upon your shoulders. Remember, every moment you live is an opportunity to make a difference. Whether it's a smile offered to a stranger on the street, a word of encouragement to a friend in need, or a small act of kindness unseen by others, all of it holds value in my eyes. I do not look at the greatness of actions by human standards. I look at the heart you put into them, my beloved child. The time you have on this earth is not just to exist, but to live with the purpose and mission I have entrusted to you. Do not let a day pass without being grateful for the chance to live, to love, and to serve. Each day is a new chapter in the beautiful story I am writing for your life, and I long for you to live each chapter with all your passion and faith. Do you remember my words in Ephesians? Make the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. I do not say this to make you anxious or fearful, but to remind you that each day is a gift, and you are responsible for using it wisely. When you invest your time and energy in eternal things, love, righteousness, and mercy, you are storing up treasures that will never perish. My beloved child, never forget that you were created with a purpose far greater than you can imagine. Even when you feel small or insignificant, remember that I chose you before the foundation of the world. You are not just a part of my greater plan. You are at the very center of my love and care. Live each day with gratitude and reverence, for you do not know how many lives are being touched through yours. Even when you do not see the results immediately, trust that every action you take is making a difference. You are the light I have kindled to shine into the darkest places, and through you I am bringing hope, healing, and life to this world. So, my beloved child, walk with confidence and courage. Know that every moment you live holds meaning, and I am always with you, guiding and supporting you every step of the way. Let your life become an unending song of praise for my love and faithfulness, and you will see that nothing you do for me is ever in vain. My beloved child, I know there are moments when you stand at life's crossroads, and the feeling of uncertainty and ambiguity weighs down your heart. You look ahead, but everything seems shrouded in fog, and you wonder if you have the strength to continue this journey. There are days you wake up with a heavy heart, when every step feels difficult and exhausting, and it seems as though the light at the end of the tunnel has dimmed. But my beloved child, I want you to know that even in the moments when you cannot clearly see the path ahead, I am still there, guiding each step you take. Whether you feel lost or unsure of your direction, I am the one who illuminates your way, the one who makes a path in the wilderness and a way through the dry land. My light will never fade from your path, and even if darkness covers you, that light will be enough to lead you through every challenge. Do you remember the story of the Israelites when they left Egypt? They crossed the vast desert and faced the Red Sea ahead, unsure of which way would open for them. But at that very moment, I parted the sea so they could walk on dry ground. They could not foresee that, but I had a plan for them long before they left Egypt. In the same way, I have a plan for you, a good plan that you cannot yet comprehend through your limited human eyes. My beloved child, I say to you, place your trust in me. Believe that I am holding your future in my powerful hands. Do not let fear hold you back. Even if you do not know exactly where the road ahead will lead, walk confidently, for I have gone before you to prepare the way. You do not need to understand every detail of my plan, because I have already understood every detail for you. I am the one who holds time and space, and everything is within my providence. Do you know, the decisions you make today will shape your future. But do not let that cause you worry or confusion, for I will not let you make decisions alone. I am beside you, guiding you with infinite wisdom and love. When you seek me with a sincere heart, I will reveal to you the path you should take. You will never have to face difficult choices without my guidance. Remember that I am not just the Almighty Creator, but I am also your loving Father, the one who knows every need, every hidden dream in your heart. I know the plans I have for you, and those plans are not to harm or cause you to fail, but to prosper you, to give you hope and a future full of light. Even when you feel like you are walking through the darkest valley, remember that I am still with you, and at the end of that road is a future I have prepared for you. Do you remember my words in Jeremiah 29:11? For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. These are not just empty promises, but eternal truths. When I say I have plans for you, it means I have prepared everything long before you were born. I know every hardship you will face, every dream you will cherish, and I have arranged everything so that you may attain the best. My beloved child, do not let your current challenges make you forget my promises. Do not let fear of the unknown overshadow the faith you have placed in me. When you face difficult choices, when you stand before closed doors, remember that I am the one who can open doors no one else can open. I can turn what seems impossible into possible, and I will do that in your life. My beloved child, with every breath you take on this journey of life, I want to remind you that the purpose of this existence goes far beyond what the eyes can see. The world will try to convince you that your worth lies in outward success, in wealth, status, or fame. But I say to you, these things are fleeting, mere dust before me. They do not measure your true value, for your life is defined by the eternal impact you leave upon the hearts of others. You were not born to chase after the glittering things of this world. The time you have on earth is not meant for accumulating what will fade with the years, but for storing up treasures in heaven, where moth and rust cannot destroy, and time cannot sweep away. These treasures are not found in the possessions you own, but in the love you sow, the hope you inspire, and the hearts you touch with my light. My beloved child, I created you to be a light amidst the darkness of this world, a beacon of hope for the souls who are lost and in despair. You do not need to perform grand deeds to make a difference. Simply by living with a sincere heart, Sharing my love and compassion with those around you, you are fulfilling the great mission I have placed upon your life. Do you know this? A kind word, a compassionate glance, an ear willing to listen can bring healing to hearts that are breaking. Even when you think your actions are small, I see them as precious gems, as flickering lights in the darkness of another's life. Never underestimate the power of kindness and love, for it is in these simple things that the seeds of eternal life are sown. Remember Jesus, my beloved Son. He did not come into this world to accumulate wealth or seize earthly power. He came to love, to serve, and to sacrifice for others. He washed the feet of his disciples, healed the sick, and comforted the sorrowful. He lived a life full of love and mercy, and through this, he changed the course of human history. In the same way, I call you to live a life that reflects his love and light, so that through you, others may find hope and comfort. My beloved child, life will not always be easy. There will be days when you feel you are not strong enough to continue, moments when you wonder if your efforts matter at all. But I tell you this, every action you take, no matter how small, holds value in my kingdom. Every time you choose love over resentment, forgiveness over holding a grudge, you are building a legacy that time cannot destroy. Do you remember the story of the Good Samaritan? He was neither wealthy nor powerful, but it was his compassion and kind actions that became an example for generations to come. He did not pass by the wounded man on the roadside like others did. He stopped, cared for him, and helped with all his heart. That simple act reflected my love and became a lesson for the world. So too, my beloved child, when you choose to live with compassion and love, you leave an eternal mark on the lives of others. My beloved child, I want you to understand that success is not measured by how much you achieve in life, but by how you have loved and served others. This life is a journey for you to learn how to love unconditionally, to open your heart to those around you, even when they are imperfect or may not return your affection. True love does not demand reciprocation. It is a gift given freely and sincerely. My beloved child, each day you live is an opportunity for you to reflect my light in this world. Even if you feel small or insignificant in the eyes of others, remember that you are the light I have placed in the world to shine for souls lost in darkness. I see your silent efforts, the sacrifices no one notices, and I will never forget your labor. Look at the life of Mother Teresa of Calcutta, who dedicated her entire life to caring for the poor and the sick. She did not seek recognition or glory, but through her love and compassion, she touched millions of hearts around the world. Her life is a testament to how one person can make a profound difference simply by living with love and compassion. My beloved child, I do not call you to change the entire world in a single day, but I call you to change the world of those around you, one day at a time. Start with small acts. A smile, a word of encouragement, a helping hand. Through these actions, you are spreading my love and building my kingdom on this earth. Remember, everything you do with love holds eternal value. This life is temporary, but the impact you leave in the hearts of others will live on. Do not let the world deceive you into thinking that you need to achieve great accomplishments for your life to have meaning. What I seek in you is a faithful heart, willing to love others as I have loved you. My beloved child, live each day with gratitude and love. Let my light shine through you so that others may see and find hope. Know that you are not alone on this journey. I am always with you, guiding and uplifting you with every step you take. Your life has value, has meaning, and you are making a greater difference than you can imagine. My beloved child, I know the moments when your heart feels heavy, when your efforts seem to fall into an endless void, when your sacrifices are neither recognized nor appreciated by the world. There are days when you wonder if you are truly making a difference, and whether the love and kindness you give hold any value in this vast, chaotic world. But my beloved child, listen to my voice today. Not a single thing you do in my name is ever in vain. I see your faithful heart. I understand every quiet sacrifice you have made, the sweat and tears you have shed while serving others with unconditional love. I see your willingness when you choose to love, even without being loved in return, when you extend kindness without expecting anything back. Every small act of yours, whether it's a sincere word of encouragement, a warm smile to a stranger, or hands ready to help someone in need, does not escape my sight. My beloved child, I promise you that your labor is never in vain. You are storing up treasures not in this world, where moth and time can corrode, but in heaven, where what you give becomes eternal light. The treasures you accumulate through love and kindness will never fade, and I, the one who sees all things within your heart, am well pleased with you. Though the impact of your actions may not always be visible to the eyes of the world, I see it all, and every act of love from you echoes in eternity. Do you remember the story of the poor widow who gave 2 small coins at the temple? Though her offering seemed insignificant compared to the wealthy, I, Jesus, said that she had given more than all, for she gave out of her poverty with a wholehearted spirit. In the same way, I do not look at the size of the action. I look at the sincerity behind it. My beloved child, your deeds, no matter how small, are making a great difference in my kingdom. But, my beloved child, I also want to remind you of a profound truth. Your time on this earth is finite. This earthly life is but a brief chapter in the eternal journey I have destined for you. Everything has its season, and the time you have here is a precious gift you must cherish in every moment. I do not tell you this to instill fear or worry, but so that you may live with gratitude and a clear awareness of your purpose. Remember, my beloved child, the final day of your life on this earth is not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter in my eternal presence. When your time here comes to an end, I will call you home, where you will be with me forever. No more tears, no more pain, no more trials of the world, only complete joy and endless peace in my loving embrace. My beloved child, I know that thinking about the final day may cause you to feel uneasy or afraid. But I want you to know that your future is not in the hands of the world. It is in my hands, the one who holds all things. I am the one who created you, who knows every hair on your head, and I will never let you walk this journey alone. When your work on earth is complete, your purpose does not end but continues in my presence, where you will see more clearly than ever why I have called you. My beloved child, do not let the fear of life's finiteness dim the light you are bringing to the world. Instead, live each day with deep gratitude, knowing that every moment you live is an opportunity to reflect my love and light. I placed you on this earth not to live in anxiety about tomorrow, but to enjoy and live each day fully, with joy, faith, and love. Do you remember my words in Psalm 90:12? Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. I want you to live with that wisdom, recognizing the value of each moment and making the most of the time I have given you, not to be caught up in the whirlwind of the world, but to use that time to love, serve, and build my kingdom on this earth. My beloved child, no matter how brief your time on this earth may be, I say to you, every act of love, every sacrifice, every prayer of yours resounds in eternity. You are leaving behind a legacy, not of material wealth, but of the love and light you have sown in the hearts of others. And when that day comes, when you step into my eternal presence, I will look at you and say, "Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter into the joy of your Lord." My beloved child, live each day with unwavering faith, knowing that your work is not in vain. Even when you do not see immediate results, trust that I am using every action of yours to glorify my name and touch the hearts of others. Let your life become an unceasing song of praise for my love and grace, and when your time on this earth comes to an end, you will step into the glory that I have prepared for you since before the beginning of time. Oh, my beloved child, remember that I am always with you, in every moment, every challenge, and every joy. I will never leave you, and my love for you is eternal. Walk with courage and faith, for you know that your life has meaning, and your future is secure in my hands. I love you with an unchanging love, and I will always be here, guiding and protecting you until the day you come home to me. My beloved child, in this journey filled with challenges and changes, I call you to set your heart on things of eternal value. When the world around you continuously entices with empty promises and fleeting goals, I want you to hold fast to the eternal promise I have given you. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. This is not merely advice. It is the key that unlocks the door to a life of abundance, fulfillment, and meaning. The world will try to convince you that happiness and success lie in material wealth, fame, or status. But I tell you this: what truly matters are the relationships you build, the lives you touch, and the way you reflect my love to others. Every act of kindness, every word of love, and every moment you dedicate to others are the bricks that build my kingdom on this earth. You are not called to live for yourself, but to be a light in this dark world, bearing witness to my boundless love. I have placed a great calling upon your life, a mission that only you can fulfill. Oh, my beloved child, do not hesitate. Do not let fear or doubt hold you back. Fear is a tool of the enemy to paralyze you, making you forget the strength and power I have placed within you. But I say to you today, you are capable, you are worthy, you are a conqueror through Christ Jesus, who has triumphed over death and given you eternal life. Remember, I have not only called you to this great journey, but I have also given you everything you need to fulfill this purpose. I have equipped you with wisdom, courage, and boundless love. When you feel weak, I will be your strength. When you do not know the way, I will be the light guiding your path. Everything you need has been prepared by me, and I will never let you lack anything on the path of fulfilling your mission. Do you remember my words in 2 Timothy 1:7? For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-discipline. You were not born to live in fear, but to live in my power and love. Whenever you doubt yourself, remember that I chose you before the foundation of this world. You are not a coincidence, but an essential part of my grand plan. I know you may feel the weight of the great mission I have placed on your shoulders. But remember, you do not have to do this alone. I am here to guide, support, and equip you in every good work. When you put your trust in me, I will make a way for you and grant you wisdom beyond human understanding. Do not retreat in the face of difficulties, for it is in the trials that you will see my power and faithfulness revealed most clearly. The world needs you, my beloved child. My kingdom needs you. I have placed you at the right time and in the right place, so that you may shine my light and bear witness to my love and grace. Do not underestimate your influence. Even the smallest of your actions can create great change in the lives of others. Every word you speak, every action you take, can bring healing and hope to broken hearts. But my beloved child, while you diligently carry out your mission, I also want to remind you of the importance of rest. Rest is not a sign of weakness. It is an essential part of your journey. I am not calling you to work tirelessly until you are exhausted. I am calling you to enter into rest in me, to find peace and restoration in my presence. Do you remember when I created the world in 6 days and rested on the seventh? It was not because I was tired, but because I wanted to establish a principle for humanity. Rest is necessary to renew strength and reconnect with the Creator. When you take time to rest in me, you not only recharge physically, but you also refresh your spirit and soul. It is in that stillness and quiet that you will hear my voice more clearly speaking to you. My beloved child, do not let work or responsibilities sweep you into an endless cycle. Remember that your strength does not come from what you do, but from your deep and intimate relationship with me. When you spend time in silence in my presence, you will be renewed with strength and wisdom to continue the journey I have set before you. Learn from Jesus, who, despite being busy teaching and healing, still took time to withdraw to quiet places and pray to the Father. He understood that to serve others effectively, he needed to be deeply connected with the Father in heaven. Likewise, you need to take time to rest and reconnect with me so that you can continue your mission with renewed passion and wisdom. My beloved child, I invite you into a balanced life, a life where you not only work and serve, but also rest and delight in my presence. Do not fear that rest will slow you down on your journey. On the contrary, when you rest in me, you will find the strength to go further, dive deeper, and touch more lives. Beloved child, remember that this journey is not just about what you do, but about who you are becoming in the process. I am not only calling you to fulfill your mission, but I also want you to experience joy and peace in every step. I want you to live a full life, not just in work, but also in love, joy, and rest. So, my beloved child, continue to walk with courage and faith. Seek first my kingdom and my righteousness, and I will take care of everything else for you. Live with an open heart, ready to love and serve others, but also do not forget to take time to rest and reconnect with me. I love you with an unchanging love, and I will always be with you, guiding and equipping you in every good work that I have called you to do. My beloved child, every decision ordained in heaven concerning your life is not merely a series of fateful turns, but delicate strokes in the magnificent masterpiece I am painting from your very existence. Every detail, every challenge, every moment of joy and sorrow you experience is an indispensable part of the journey shaping you into the person I have called you to become. I know every step you take, every tear you shed, and every burden you carry in your heart. Nothing in your life is random or meaningless. I know you have faced moments of deep disappointment when dreams that once seemed within your grasp suddenly felt distant, when the weight of life pressed so heavily upon your small shoulders that it seemed impossible to move forward. There have been long nights when you whispered in your heart, wondering if anyone truly understood what you were facing. But my beloved child, I am here to remind you that those moments are not the end of the story I am writing for you. Remember, every challenge you encounter, every failure that seems like the end, is but a stepping stone leading you to the destiny I have set before you. You may not see the whole picture right now, but I have seen it since before you were formed in your mother's womb. Every step you take, whether rough or smooth, is within my providence. Failures are not final stops. They are precious lessons that help you grow and become stronger. I never let your struggles be in vain, but I use them to refine and mold you into the best version of yourself. My beloved child, the decisions I have made for your life are not to lead you into a dead end of failure, but to bring you to glorious victory. You are not a failure no matter how many times you stumble along life's journey. You are more than a conqueror through Christ, who died and rose again to give you life and triumph. No challenge is great enough to hinder you from the good plans I have prepared for you. Every hardship is merely a tool I use to strengthen you, helping you recognize the power I have placed within you. Do you remember the story of Joseph, the young man who was sold into slavery by his own brothers, falsely accused and thrown into prison? But despite all the pain and injustice, Joseph never wavered in his faith in me. And in the end, I lifted him from the dark prison to a position of power in the palace of Egypt, to become the one who saved the very family that had harmed him. Likewise, my beloved child, the challenges you face today are the very stepping stones I will use to elevate you to a place beyond your imagination. My beloved child, do not let present disappointments and obstacles cloud your vision of the glorious future I have prepared for you. You may feel weary and tempted to give up, but I encourage you. Do not stop when you are so close to victory. Every storm will eventually pass, and my light will shine upon your path once again. Trust in me, for I am faithful, and my promises to you will never return void. Do you know that in your most difficult moments, I am closest to you? When you feel lonely and abandoned, I am right beside you, holding your hand and lifting you up. You do not walk this thorny path alone. I am your protector, your strong fortress in times of trouble. Even if the world turns its back on you, I will never leave you nor forsake you. My love for you is eternal, and nothing can separate us. My beloved child, look upon obstacles not as enemies, but as teachers guiding you toward maturity. Each challenge is an opportunity for you to learn to trust me more deeply, to see that true strength does not come from you, but from me, the one who dwells within your heart. I am using every difficult moment to forge patience, to grow your faith, and to shape your character to reflect my image more closely. Do you remember my words in Romans 8:28? And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Nothing happens in your life outside of my permission, and everything, whether good or bad, is contributing to the fulfillment of the great purpose I have set for you. Even when you do not understand why painful things happen, trust that I am using those very things to pave the way for even greater blessings. Oh, my beloved child, stand firm and persevere on the path I have set before you. Do not let challenges discourage you, for I am at work even when you cannot see clearly. Remember, you are not fighting alone. I have given you my Spirit to guide and sustain you in every circumstance. When you are weak, my Spirit will be your strength. When you are confused, my Spirit will illuminate and guide you to the right path. My beloved child, there will be moments on life's journey when your heart is overwhelmed with confusion and doubt. You may wonder if you are walking the path I have prepared for you, if the decisions you make truly reflect my will. These moments are not signs of weakness, but evidence of a heart that longs to seek truth and guidance from me. I want you to know that it is in these very moments of doubt that I am closer to you than ever before. You may feel as though you are lost among the countless crossroads of life, where each decision seems like a path leading to unpredictable outcomes. At times, you will stand before choices where both seem reasonable, and you will question whether you are truly hearing my voice. But oh, my beloved child, I want you to remember that it is not perfection in every decision that matters most, but your heart's orientation toward me and your willingness to listen for my voice in every step you take. As long as you seek me with a sincere and humble heart, as long as you continually place me at the center of all your thoughts and actions, you are walking the very path I have ordained for you. I do not expect you to always know every answer or to immediately understand every plan. I only desire that you trust in my guidance and be willing to walk step by step in faith. Do you remember my words in Proverbs 3:5-6? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. I have promised that if you trust and acknowledge me in all things, I will guide you on the right path. Even when you cannot see the full picture of your life, I am there, silently orchestrating everything to lead you toward the purpose I have destined for you. My beloved child, I know there are moments when you feel discouraged because you don't see immediate results. You may have prayed, sought me through tears and hope, yet no clear change appears. But I want you to know that every prayer you whisper is heard by me, and every tear you shed is collected in my bottle. My timing is not like yours, and my plans go far beyond your understanding. Perhaps today you do not see the answer, but I am working behind the scenes, arranging everything in the most perfect way. Remember Abraham, the father of faith. He received my promise that he would become the father of many nations, yet for many long years he had no heir. Though he waited in weariness and sometimes doubt, Abraham never gave up his faith in my promise, and in the exact time I had appointed, I gave him a son, Isaac, fulfilling that promise. In the same way, my beloved child, be patient and trust in me, for I always keep my promises and act at the perfect time. My dear child, there will be times when you feel lost simply because you cannot see what I have planned ahead, but it is in those moments of uncertainty and doubt that I am calling you closer to me, so you may learn to trust not in circumstances, but in the one who created you. Do not let temporary struggles make you forget that you are held in the power of my hand. Even when you cannot feel my presence, I am there, guiding, shielding, and protecting you from things you don't even know. My precious child, when you feel confused and don't know what to do next, pause and seek me in stillness. Do not let the noise of the world drown out my whisper in your heart. I speak through dreams, through my word, through people I place along your path, and through the very silence within your soul. Take time to listen, to immerse yourself in my presence, and I will reveal the way you should go. Do you remember the story of the prophet Elijah? When he fled in fear and despair, he hid in a cave and waited for my voice. Before him, there was a mighty wind tearing through the mountains, an earthquake, and a great fire. But I was not in those loud things. After all of that, Elijah heard a gentle whisper, and it was in that stillness that I revealed my presence. In the same way, my beloved child, sometimes I do not speak through obvious signs or grand events, but through the peace and quiet in your heart when you seek me. My beloved child, I want you to know that no step you take is ever truly lost when you put your trust in me. Even when you feel like you are straying off course, I can use your very mistakes and failures to lead you back to the path I have set for you. I am the one who can turn what seems hopeless into the most wondrous miracles. Nothing is ever too late when you return to seek me and place your trust in me. Let me be the light that guides your way. When you feel lost, come to me in prayer. When you do not know what to do next, listen for my voice in the stillness of your soul. I am never far from you, and every sincere prayer reaches me. Whether you whisper in your heart or cry out in the dark of night, I hear you and will answer. Lift up the following prayer to me with all your gratitude. Heavenly Father, I praise and glorify you for your boundless love and infinite wisdom. You are the creator of the universe, the one who holds every moment of my life in your hands. Every beat of my heart, every breath I take is under your divine providence. I exalt you for the perfect plan you have for me, even before the world was formed. I give thanks for your kindness and unchanging faithfulness. Lord, I thank you for the gift of life and the time you have granted me on this earth. Please help me live each day with a clear awareness of the purpose you have placed upon me. Grant me wisdom to make the right decisions and the courage to step fully into my destiny. I believe that with you, I can accomplish everything you have ordained for my life. Lord, help me realize that the time I have on this earth is a precious gift from you. Let me always remember that my days are not merely measured by the number of years I live, but by how I fulfill the mission you have set for my life. Please guide me to live each moment with clear purpose and deep gratitude. Beloved Father, when doubts and fears invade my mind, remind me that you are guiding every step I take. Even when I cannot clearly see the path ahead, I know you have arranged everything for my greatest good. Grant me unwavering faith to overcome challenges and peace to stand firm against the temptations of this world. Lord, remind me that my life has value and meaning in your eyes. Help me never forget that I am created with a divine purpose that only I can fulfill. Give me strength and courage to continue my mission, even when my efforts seem invisible to the eyes of the world. Lord, open my eyes to see the impact I can have on those around me. Help me to be a light in the darkness, a source of hope and love for those in need. Let me never underestimate the power of a kind word or a small act of love, for I know that through them, you are working in and through me. Lord, I know that everything happens in its time according to your plan. Teach me to be patient and trust in your timing, even when I do not always understand the reasons behind what is happening. Help me not to rush or worry, but always know that you are working all things together for my good. Father, when I feel the weight of the world is too much to bear, remind me that you are always by my side. Grant me the strength to stand firm amidst trials and the courage to keep walking the path you have set for me. Let me find rest in your loving embrace. Lord, help me not to be swept away by the fleeting desires of this world. Guide me to focus on what truly matters: love, compassion, and the mission you have placed upon my life. Let me live each day to glorify you and build your kingdom on earth. Father, remind me that you created me not only to work, but also to rest in your presence. Teach me to pause and listen to your voice, to renew my strength and spirit. Let me find peace and restoration in every quiet moment with you. Lord, I bow my head in gratitude for the blessings you have poured out on my life. I am thankful for your unconditional love, for your protection, and for the small daily miracles that I sometimes overlook. Thank you for the challenges that help me grow and the joys that warm my heart. May everything I do bring praise to your holy name. I offer all these prayers in the holy name of Jesus Christ. Amen.